Good morning friends, I am Padmavathi in the School Assistant English, working for Government High School Girls Kazipet. Right. What is a diary entry? Let us know about this discourse, which is usually carries 5 marks and it is called a minor discourse. What is a diary? It is non-fiction, means it is real. It is personal. What you wanted to write for yourself. And informal. When it is personal, it is obviously informal. So a diary is an informal style using chatty language and opinions as well as facts. Means, what do you write in a diary? You write in an informal style using chatty language. What do we write? Opinions as well as facts or truths or some events which happened in a day or in your life or in that week. That is called a diary entry. So a diary entry incorporates opinions, facts or some kind of personal information which is written in an informal style and chatty language. Oops. Hey. Wow. Yeah. So like this, we use some kind of chatty language that we write in that kind of informally and that kind of chatty language we write in a diary. Isn't it, children? Right. Now, although we are writing it for our own sake and although it is our personal diary, since this diary entry is one of the minor discourses usually asked in the examination, we need to follow some pattern, and that pattern includes certain features. Yes, Nana? Yes. Now, even when we write it for our own self also, sometimes this is a record. We take out and we read it. So, there should be some features in the diary entry. Yes, let us know. What are those features? Use of past tense. Because in a diary entry, usually we write what happened in that day or in that week or something which made very memorable for you. So, we make use of past tense. And it is you are writing your own diary, then definitely you make use of I, we, my, like that. And you write your points of view. What is your point of view? Whether you felt very glad, whether you felt very happy, or it was nice, or really it was very marvelous, or it was very magnificent or fantastic. Like this we write about our thoughts and feelings. We also include our opinions as well as facts. What is the opinion we feel? Not only we write our thoughts and feelings, we write our opinion. Oh, it was very awesome. Really, I felt like watching the movie once again. There was a message in the movie. I wanted to reinforce in my mind. So like this we write our opinions. Even I thought and I resolved myself from that day onwards that I have to do so and so after watching the movie. That was an opinion and a fact you have been carrying out, you wanted to carry out in future. So use ambitious words. In what way you feel ambitious words? Suppose you have participated in a sports meet on the occasion of Republic Day, and by the end of the day, you have reached the finals. You were very ambitious in the sense that how the day went on, in how you have participated, how you encourage your co-team members. Like this, you describe them. Describe those people, and till the end also it was a neck and neck game, and you were very surprised that whether you could win the game or not. So we are using those ambitious words in our diary entry. That's the reason why, children, I told you write the diary entry in a chatty language as if you are speaking to somebody else who is in. That means you personalize. Not only personalizing, you personify the diary. You feel the diary, which is a non-living thing, as a living thing, and speak to it. That is what writing in informal style, though speaking to someone. We also use conjunctions to link events. See, in the beginning, you write like this. So I was very surprised, you write, and in another paragraph, finally, it was my victory, you write. So you use conjunctions to link events, and you organize the events about the starting of the event, and you write about the ending of the event, like that. And suppose somebody praise you, it was an awesome task, you have won, like this. So that was told by your physical education teacher or your teacher, whom you love very much. So you keep that in inverted commas and write the name of the person. That means you acknowledge the praise in your diary, what your teacher has praised you. So that way we use inverted commas in direct speech. Right. Since you are writing or we are discussing diary entry in terms of examination, there is some assessment system. When there is some assessment system, we need to follow the rules of writing a diary entry. Right. Top left we write day, date and time. We begin the diary by describing the day and momentary feelings. In the further part of my lesson, I'll show you different how we describe the day and our momentary feelings. Examples. I'll try to speak to you about those examples. In the body, discuss an event, your feelings and future plans. In the final remarks, we write future course of action. We also use sometimes include inspirational quotes and drawings, what they mean to you. Okay. We can use a drawing. If you are good at drawing, we can also use some quotes. Okay, and these quotes can be, the resource of these quotes could be a famous person, your favorite book, movie, or even a family member. Sometimes some quotes are used by teachers when they are dealing with the lesson, and that quote is repeated by the teacher. You can acknowledge that quote, acknowledging the person in your diary entry. An inspirational quote is a great starting point. Usually we can start a diary entry with an inspirational quote. For example, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. This quote is quoted by Mark Twain. That way we write in quotation marks and we write the name of the person who wrote this quote. Now, why should we write a diary? What is the purpose of a diary? Being honest to yourself. We write in a diary. That's the reason why, friends, I told you just now, it is non-fiction. Means we write real things. We write facts. We write truth. Okay. Being honest to yourself, that is being honest to ourselves, is a good way to learn more about how you think. Always we have to retrospect. We have to think for our own self. Suppose you planned something in the beginning of the day. At the end of the day, you think like this. This was my timetable, but I could do this. What went wrong, or where did I waste time? Now, how should I plan more meticulously for the next day? So that is being honest to yourself is a good way to learn more about how you think and react, which can help you to learn how to manage your feelings well. Suppose you have spoken in a different way what you should not do with your friend. You wrote your feelings, and now you have to manage your feelings. Next day, you wanted to show your regret towards your friend because you have hurt his or her feelings. So all these we write in a diary. So diary will make you understand what went wrong or in what way it should be done more than this, in a better way. So being honest, a diary could be a reflective journal where we need to react, repair, restore, suggest for our own self how we have to go about the things in future. This is more important for you when you are writing a diary entry or you are practicing a diary entry for an examination purpose. After you have written a diary, this is a checklist, friends. You have to keep this checklist and you have to check whether you have written all this in your diary entry or not. What is that? Date and time. Whether I wrote my diary first person or not. Whether I used past tense for the main events or not. Include an introduction to set the scene. Okay, did I introduce any introduction or not? Did I write the events in chronological order, in the sense in what way they have happened? That means in a sequential order. Did I use any personal, emotions and feelings? Time conjunctions. And friends, I suggest you that for every discourse, write a checklist like this. Keep it on a table or in your book. And after every discourse, the checklist will tell you whether you have incorporated all these, whether you have included all these in your discourse or not. That will give you, suppose your friend is correcting the same checklist in the peer correction, they will look at all these if they are there, they keep it. Your teacher also, while correcting, looking at all this, she keeps, whether if they are there, she keeps a tick mark. If at all she doesn't keep a tick mark, that means you have not included so and so details in the diary entry. So that's the reason why you have got less marks. So that's how you come to know. So checklist is a wonderful tool for all of you to check your discourses whether you have reached according to the examination pattern. Did I complete my discourse or not? So friends, make use of this checklist, which is a very wonderful and handy tool to know for your own self that whether I included all the details, whether I met the demand of the examination to get marks or not. How many marks will I get? Like this, you can also think for your own self, because I didn't include this detail, I will not get so many marks. So that way you can evaluate yourself, friends. Now let's look at what is the format of a diary entry. This is also called the layout. Day and date, time optional. If you want, you can write. If you don't want, also no issue at all. Salutation. How do you write the diary? Because you are personifying the diary. You are thinking diary as one object or one person whom you are speaking to. So it is a mannerful we write salutation. How do we write a salutation for a diary? Dear diary. We address a diary as dear diary. In the body, as I said just now, some kind of introduction, some kind of main events and closure part. That is called organizing of the diary entry. At the end, on the left side, we keep our signature or the writer, whoever is writing the diary. Now friends, I told you just now that I'll be showing you how to begin a diary entry or several examples of a diary entry. The one what I'm showing now is one of the examples. To start off, I think I completely failed my geometry quiz, which I know I should have studied more, for my dad's not gonna to be happy about. Gonna, going to is generally called gonna in a spoken language by British and Americans. So this is called a chatty language. So how to begin a diary entry is what I wanted to show you. Okay, and you were very real to yourself saying that I should have studied more, like that. So this is how we reflect our feelings in the diary. Some possible questions I wanted to discuss about diary entry. Imagine you are the secretary of the school welfare organization. Under your leadership, the organization was able to organize various programs on girl child empowerment and women empowerment. Okay? Express your sense of pride and happiness in the form of a diary entry. Or another possible question which I would like to put before you, friends. You could write about English exam you took at school that day. Are you feeling good about the exam? Do you wish you had studied more? Are you nervous to receive grade? Emma, you can also write a diary entry about your short-term and long-term goals. Imagine you are writing a diary entry before the opening of the academic year. So you can write your short-term goals and also your long-term goals. Now children, let me tell you another example of a diary entry. What a busy day. That means in the diary you are writing about a busy day in your life. For example, I always wanted to visit New Delhi and I am finally here. To my friend and I got ready in our tiny room We went downstairs for our complimentary breakfast. In the downstairs, the tea and the pastries were delicious. There were amazing pancakes. We asked the concierge, who is a concierge? It is nothing but a woman who takes care of the hotel and the flats, about the hotspots and the places of visit, that means. She recommended without list and maps in hand, and we were off. Now, friends, let us look at another example of a diary entry. The date is given as 17 Jan, and the Anu, the person who wrote the diary entry, addressed the diary as Dear Diary. I am going to a new school. That Anu was going to a new school and she was very excited about it. At the same time, I am feeling scared. She was feeling very scared. What will other kids think of me? Will other kids think of me? Is again another question. Will they think I am weird? I will also miss my grade 3 friends Anay and Ishan. We have been friends since grade 1. And Anu is writing about tomorrow, what she is going to feel the next day. Tomorrow in the sense, the next day. Anyway, she writes like this: it is time to sleep now so that I can get up bright and early. I hope tomorrow is blessed. So this is an example of a diary entry, friends, where tomorrow's upcoming event, whatever Anu felt in her mind, she wrote in her diary. Friends, let me tell you another example of a diary entry. As you see on the slide, we write the day and date, time, and we address the diary as Dear Diary, which we call it as a salutation. Now, I am proud to be a part of the welfare organization of my school, as I always want to help the old people. Through various activities, we collected a sum of rupees. It could be 1,000, 10,000, 5,000, like that. The fund will take care of healthcare, entertainment, and adult education. I feel content and happy like never before. And whoever writes this diary, they write their name. That is called the writer's name. Thank you, friends. Stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.